Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you following me here, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you're doing well. My name is Nicholas, and on my channel, I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, crystals and magical properties, and I also do readings on the channel, and I talk about all matter of philosophical and spiritual topics. So if you're interested in those types of things, you know what to do. Please subscribe, join this amazing community, and click the bell icon so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up, as it helps the channel a great deal. And also, this is a safe place where you can ask questions or comments as well. And this is a safe place where you're practicing witch, Wicca, pagan, or whatever spiritual path you may be on, because there's no right or wrong spiritual path. There's just the path that's right for you, the individual. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the 4 energies in the body. Now, a lot of us as human beings were told we have one body, and yes, we do have one physical human body, but we have 4 energies in the body, and you could look at these energies as bodies, or you could just stick to keeping them as 4 energies. But these 4 energies in the body, if one of them is out of balance, then the other 4 become unbalanced as well. So what are these 4 energies? The first one is the mental energy. So mental energy, is your thinking, your thoughts, your ideas. The mind is very powerful, but your mind can be your friend, but it can also be your worst enemy, And that's why it's important to look at, right, it's okay to think bad thoughts now and again, or to feel down, but it's important to process your thoughts, to look at, right, if I've got any negative thoughts about my life, about money, or that, where do they come from? Write down these negative thoughts that you've got about money, about yourself, about life. Then once you know what those negative thoughts are, then you can transform them into something more positive. Because, what we focus on mentally, we attract that, because light attracts light. So if we think negative things about money, then we create an energetic block to wealth or money coming in, So, and again, it's important to look after our mental energy, our mental body, our mental energy, because if our mental energy is not good, then we're not going to feel, that's going to affect the other bodies as well. So it's important to look after our mental health, and there are many ways to do this, but we look after our mental health by, journaling about our thoughts and ideas as well, and looking at, are those thoughts and ideas helpful, and are those ideas or thoughts helpful for my growth, for my healing? Are they going to help me grow and evolve in my life? Or are those thoughts going to keep me stuck and trapped in life? So it's important to journal about our thoughts, and it's also important to maybe talk about, our thoughts with close friends and family. And also, doing things that are good for the mental body can also help the second body, which is the emotional energy. So we've got the heart energy, the emotional energy in the body. So the emotions are very important, our feelings are very important, especially when it comes to spiritual work, manifestation, because yes, you can visualize what you want out of life, and you can think about it, come up with the idea, but when we're taught in spiritual manifestation circles not just to think or imagine it as if it's real, to feel as if it is, to feel as if you're already experiencing it. And our emotions are very powerful, though we're taught in society what we should, buckle up our feelings, and what our feelings and emotions are weakness and they don't matter. This is not true. Our feelings do matter. Sometimes it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel angry, and again, journaling can be used for so many things. I'm not saying that journaling is the answer to everything, it's not, but journaling is a useful tool that can help, because sometimes you're going to feel upset, and there's reasons for that. You're going to feel angry. It's okay to feel those negative emotions, and you're also going to feel positive emotions. It's important to feel the feeling, process it, and you do that through journaling, through talking about your feelings to close friends, family as well. And that's a sign of a healthy and a strong connection where you feel safe to talk about your feelings and emotions with someone. That's a sign of a strong and healthy relationship. The reason why a lot of us in the world have got a lot of problems, like a lot of people in the world, they turn to drink, they turn to drugs, alcohol, gambling, because they've got an emptiness inside. And a lot of people, a lot of clients or sometimes people I have conversations with, they did, a lot of my friends or some people I speak to as a spiritual advisor, a lot of these people, they didn't have, were growing up, talking about your feelings, your emotions was not the done thing. You were told to buckle up your emotions, to stick up a lip. If you were happy and joyful, that was okay to express that. And even today, people are okay, we'll tolerate your feelings and emotions if you're happy and joyful to an extent. But if you're sad or angry, that you can't be that way. But that way of being is very toxic. So that's why a lot of people turn to bad substances or addictions or find themselves in addictions and bad habits, because talking about your emotions, your feelings, talking to the right people, not to every Tom, Dick and Harry, but talking to the right people is very healing. It's very healing for the soul. Talk about your emotions and feelings, and that's your emotional energy in the body. And then you have the physical body, and the physical body is also important. But again, if the mental body's not good, the emotional body's not good, that will have a toll on the physical body as well. And again, how do we look after the physical body? We look after the physical body by making sure we're getting enough fluids, we're staying hydrated, we're drinking enough water, we're eating a well-balanced diet, and also exercising, moving the physical body. And we call it exercise, but I just call it... I joke about exercise and say it's just a big fancy word for movement, because there's lots of ways you can exercise. Exercise can be as simple as walking in nature for a couple of minutes, going a beautiful hike. It could be going to the gym, it could be swimming, it could be dancing. There's many ways to exercise, or as I call it, move the body. And moving the body is very good for your physical body. And then we've got another body which is spiritual in nature, your energetic body, and that ties over your chakras, your chakra system, your aura. Now, there are spiritual practices you can do, like cleansing yourself. If you feel your energy's you might have slept well, you might have had a great sleep, you might have, you're not going for anything really, but you just feel tired and drained all the time, but there's no particular reason for that. But doing some spiritual cleansing, that could be going for a spiritual shower every morning or evening. That could be, lighting some incense and then swifting the incense over you. That could be a daily practice. Or spraying yourself with a cleansing spray. Doing that if you feel quite drained energetically. Even working with some fluorite. I've got some fluorite here. Because fluorite comes in a different range of colours and shapes, it connects with all the chakras. So fluorite is quite easy to get as a crystal. It's quite accessible, because some crystals are really rare, some crystals are a bit more difficult to get a hold of. But working with some fluorite, even that can help, because fluorite connects to all the chakras, and it cleanses all the chakras, and it also cleanses your aura. So working with some fluorite or even selenite, can do that. So, and even meditating and then visualizing your chakras, visualizing a white light cleansing your chakra system, that can be good for the energetic body, or the energy body as well. So for me, we've got 4 bodies or 4 energies in the body, which is your mental body, your emotional body, your physical, and then your energetic body. And there's things we can do in the everyday world to help these bodies, and I'll talk about them more individually, like things you can do for your mental body, things you can do for your physical, and all things you can do for the emotional, physical, and things you can do for the energetic body as well. And sometimes even raising, like if you dance or exercise, that can help your chakra system and help your aura system, you know. A word where I do use or have used some, I've not used it a lot here on YouTube, but I know the word, and it's mana. So your mana energy is like, it's used a lot, this word, in like Asian culture and other, you know, Eastern cultures, mana. The mana energy is like your life force energy, you know. So some people, their life force energy is very strong, very healthy. Some people, their life force energy is very weak, very, you know, unbalanced. So like moving the physical body can also raise your mana, raise your life force energy as well. As always, and it's important, well, each of the energies in the body, we nourish them. Because if the mental body's not good, then emotionally we're not going to feel good, and then physically we're not going to feel good, and then energetically we're not going to feel good. All it takes is for one energy to be off, and that has an effect on the other energy systems. And also, when it comes to like the chakra system, there's chakras are energy points. There's chakras all over our body. The way I see them is like dots on people's body, like dots. That I do see them that way around people, like dots. But there's 7 main chakras. There's 7 main ones you've got, and the first one is like at the bottom of your spine. That's your root chakra. And if your root chakra is healthy, that means you've got order, balance and stability in your life. Your legs are healthy. You feel good in your shoulders. Your back feels good. But if your root chakra is unbalanced, it symbolises you've took far too much on. You feel all over the place, and then your root chakra becomes unbalanced, and then you start experiencing pain in your legs, your shoulders. You know, it's the same. And then if the root chakra is unbalanced, that tends to affect the solar plexus, which is round about where the belly button is. This is the chakra of creation, of sexual energy, of passion. So if the root chakra is blocked, then your solar plexus becomes blocked, and then you feel not inspired to create anything, not very passionate, not very motivated. And then this affects your sacral chakra round about the rib cage. You don't feel confident, you don't feel like creating anything, you don't feel on top of the world, or you don't believe in yourself, or you don't feel good enough. So even that, you know, and then eventually that will get to your heart chakra, and you'll start maybe experiencing physical pain in the heart, or just feeling very down emotionally. So it's important to look after the 4 energy systems in our body, which is the mental body, the emotional and the physical and the energetic body. And even our chakra system and our aura system, which is there to protect us, and it helps and supports us because our chakras is an energy, and then our aura is a reflection of our personality and our life force energy as well, and a reflection of our soul as well. So it's important to look after our energetic body, and to look after our chakra system, to look after our aura, and look after the 4 energies that are in our body as well, and to take care of each one, and to do things to look after each one, and make sure each system is in order and balance as well. And I'll talk about how we can do that by going into each one individually in later videos as well. But as always, I hope this video gives you some inspiration, food for thought, and I hope it helps you in your spiritual journey and evolution as well. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, walk your spiritual path with pride. Until next time, stay safe, look after yourself, and walk, if you're practicing much as me, stay with you. May we meet, may part, meet again, blessed be.